this video, we're going to be tapping away any uncomfortable feelings or any anxious feelings that you might be experiencing about a situation that you're either in or that you're facing. Now, this video isn't designed to deal with any specific anxiety, such as PTSD or OCD, but you will find resources for those in the mental health zone. Now, it's completely normal and natural that when we're out of our comfort zone, when we're in unfamiliar territory, that we can feel a little bit anxious. We don't know what the outcome is, and we don't know if we're going to be able to handle the outcome. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use tapping to send a signal to the amygdala, which is part of that survival response, to just calm everything down. And in turn, send a message to the body that it's okay to climb off emergency alert, for you to take back control, for you to feel calm about whatever this is. So whatever the situation, I'd like you to just imagine a scale of 0 to 10. And if 10 was the most uncomfortable, the most anxious that you could feel about this situation, and 0 was the opposite, where would you place yourself on that scale? Right now. And once you've got your number, I'd like you to just place one of your hands over your heart. Really doesn't matter which one. And I'd like you to just shift that focus of attention from the outside world into that internal world. And just notice, or just get a sense of where that feeling of anxiety is, where that uncomfortable feeling about this situation is. Is it in your chest? Is it in your stomach? And just tune into the feeling. And then before we start to tap, we're just going to do some heart coherence breathing. Now, you'll find a video on heart coherence breathing in the calm zone. So all we're going to do is just breathe in and out of the heart at the same fixed ratio. So whether that's in for 4 and out for 4, or in for 5 and out for 5. But as long as the in breath and the out breath is the same. So just taking that focus of attention away from that busy mind, down into your heart. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Just breathing in and out. In and out. Just staying present with the breath. That's it. Now you can stay in this place for as long as you feel that you want to. And you can notice that already you're starting to feel more relaxed, more at ease. And what we've just done is we've just calmed everything down by just focusing on the breath in this very specific and very controlled way. That's it. And also by doing this, you've brought your focus of attention into the now. Because as you'll have heard me explain in other videos, when we're feeling anxious and we're feeling worried, our mind is usually in the future. It's run away with us. So we're just taking back the reins, bringing yourself back into the present moment. That's it. And now I'm just going to invite you to imagine that scale of 0 to 10 again. And just consider that situation that you're in, that you're facing. And where would you now place yourself on that scale? You might find that you've already come down. And if you're at the same place, that's okay. So again, just tuning into that feeling. What does that feeling feel like about that situation? Is it apprehension? Is it worry? Is it panic? Is it just a feeling of being out of control? Is it a fear of rejection? But whatever it is to you, just let it be whatever it is. There's no wrong answers. There's no right answers. And if you were to describe that feeling, what words would you use to describe it? Does it feel tight? Does it feel like it's stabbing? Does it feel fizzy? Again, just tuning into that feeling, just noticing what it feels like. Does it have a texture? If it had a colour, what colour would it be? That's it. And when you've got all of that, then we're going to start to tap. Now you can use this video as a template and change my words, because as you'll have learnt from the EFT Tapping for Results video, the more specific that you are when you're tapping, the more that you're going to get the results that you're looking for. So just bring one of your hands up, doesn't matter which, and just start to tap very lightly on the side of the hand, the karate chop point, as we call it in tapping or EFT. And just start to say, even though I've got all of this anxiety about this situation, that's okay. Today I choose to forgive myself for that. And even though I'm feeling anxious about this situation, and name what the situation is. Because I don't know what the outcome's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it. And I just feel a little bit out of control. Today, I deeply and completely choose to accept myself. And then we're just going to start to tap down through the acupressure points. Again, use your words to describe what it is that you're feeling. All this anxiety in my chest, my stomach, my throat. All this anxiety. I don't know what the outcome is. Maybe if I knew what the outcome is, I'd feel more relaxed. I wonder why I'm feeling so anxious. I can handle this. But part of me is wondering whether I can handle it. And just under the arm where the bra line is, or men in line with your nipple. Maybe if I knew that I could handle it, I could start to feel more relaxed. What's the worst that could happen here? All this anxiety. I don't know what the outcome's going to be. I like being in control, and I don't feel in control. All this anxiety in my chest. This fizzy anxiety. I just don't feel in control. Maybe there's a part of me that doesn't feel safe. I wonder what I need to be able to handle this situation. And I wonder how much this anxiety is really helping me. Maybe this anxiety is just putting me on high alert. Do I really need to be on high alert to be able to handle this situation? Maybe I don't need to be on high alert to be able to cope. Maybe if I wasn't on high alert, I'd feel more in control. Maybe I can choose to let go of some of this anxiety. Just to see how I feel. I'm just going to choose to release some of this anxiety from my chest. This remaining anxiety. Maybe I don't need to know what the outcome is. Maybe if I knew that I could handle it, that would be enough for me. This remaining anxiety anxiety's just trying to protect me. But if I knew that I could handle this situation, then maybe I wouldn't need it quite so much. It's just trying to protect me. Maybe I can just choose to let go of a little bit more of it. Maybe I can choose to feel safe. And then what I'd like you to do is just shake that off. Just take a nice breath. Just coming back into the body. And just notice now how different your body feels. How much more relaxed it feels. How much calmer it feels. And where are you now on that scale? Now, if there's still a little bit more, then feel free to do a couple more rounds. And again, just change your words to reflect what it is that you're feeling. But what I'm going to invite you to do now is to just keep tapping around the points. And close your eyes. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to just imagine yourself in that way that you can use your imagination. To imagine that you that's there dealing with this situation and that's strong, that's in control, that's capable. And I don't know what it is that you can notice about that you that lets you know that you've got this, that you can handle this. Maybe there's a certain way that you're standing. Maybe you can just notice the way that you're looking more relaxed, more at ease. And then what I'd like you to do is just imagine stepping in to that future you, that memory that you're creating right now of that future you. Knowing that your mind doesn't know what's real and what's not real. We're just going to go and have a chat with that future you. And I wonder what that future you needs to know or needs to believe to feel even more reassured. Maybe you can remind that future you of times when you've been strong, you've been resilient. Maybe you need to remind that future you of how resourceful they are. Or maybe you just need to give that future you a big hug and let them know that together you've got this, that you can do this. that whatever the outcome is, you'll both get through it together. Everything will be okay in the end. And if it's not the end. And then I want you to just step into that future you. And just absorb that energy. And just placing your hand over your heart. Just absorbing the energy of that future you. Feel their strength. Feel the sense of self-belief that comes from just knowing that everything will be okay. That you've got this, that you can do this. Just breathing that in. That's it. And you can stay in that place for as long as you like. If you want to just pop me on pause, you can pop me on pause. But whenever it feels instinctively right, just step out of that and just come back into the now, back into the present from a new state of mind. And then just taking a nice breath and just check in with yourself now. How much better does that feel now? How much easier does it feel? How much more relaxed does it feel? And just notice that. Now you can use this technique any time that you're faced with a situation and that you just need to calm everything down and feed that mind a new blueprint where you are strong, you are capable, and you are in control.